Let's go. I'll be with you.
Can we get much higher? Can we get much higher?
You are. Let's do this. Let's do this.
You over there.
So, how long have you two been married? And how would you say it's been for you guys so far?
We've been married for a year today, August 27th. Woo woo. And so far it's been good. Nothing much has changed. So, this year has gone by fast, but it's been good. No complaints.
Yeah, I can't complain. Time flies when you're having fun, so. With that being said, find somebody that you can have fun with. Get through the good times, the bad times, and keep rolling, man.
What about you over there?
What is your most memorable moment from your either bachelor party or your bachelorette party?
You want to start off?
I think my most memorable moment of the bachelor party, it would have to be one of my homeboys ended up getting catfished by the guys that were there. Long story short, he thought he was texting some chick the whole time, but she ended up showing up to the crib, so had to pull him in the room and let him know we catfished him. But he never knew, so that was probably the funniest thing ever. Thought I'd never pulled it off. I apologize to him.
Like, what are the odds?
I apologize to him. Man. He know who he is. I'm gonna keep it on the low.
Anyway, my most memorable bachelorette moment would have to be one of my bridesmaids made a bachelorette bucket list for us to do. It was lit. And yeah, it got pretty litty. It did. We had everything from, twerking at a stop sign to kissing the Uber driver on the cheek. We're not the type of girls, so.
I seen this true.
Anyway, you think you know. But no, that was probably the highlight of my trip, and being there with all my girls. So that's my favorite moment.
You right there in the back? Go ahead.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Gray, could you all explain how your wedding day went and just do it from your perspective separately for me?
Our wedding day from my perspective, a lot of people told me that your wedding day is very chaotic and hectic and things are going to go wrong. To me, it was the opposite. It was literally a breeze the whole day. It went by really fast. And I guess in my mind, if something wasn't going as planned, I was okay with it. My biggest thing was just walking down the aisle and just completing the day. So to me, my wedding day was everything and more. So.
For me, it kind of like she said, it kind of did go by fast. From my perspective, it ran smoothly. I felt a little sense of tug and pull as far as where to be and when to be. I actually told my guys to be on time in church, and I showed up 5 to 10 minutes late. But that's because they kept me out the night before, so
I remember I had my first excuse.
Anyways, so yeah, it was a smooth little wedding. I wish it lasted. Well, I don't wish it lasted longer, but I wish I could have enjoyed it and soaked it in.
Yeah, it was real fast paced. You over there.
And Mr. and Mrs. Gregg, this is a follow-up, pretty similar, but could you tell me your favorite memory from your wedding day?
I think my favorite memory from the wedding would probably be just the part where the doors opened and I was getting ready to walk down the aisle, and I took a moment to soak it all in. I saw all our beautiful guests, my beautiful bridesmaids, and the handsome groomsmen, our minister, and my husband cheesing like a chess cat. So just that moment to walk down the aisle, I'll forever remember that. I thought I was gonna cry. I probably would have cried if I saw him crying, but he didn't cry. I didn't cry. Our groomsmen, some of our groomsmen and some of our bridesmaids cried. We kept it G.
It was one groomsman that cried.
Tell me. Oh yeah. It's okay though. We felt the love. It was the John Legend
that got him. It was the John Legend.
We felt the love though. It's okay. Okay.
For me, I guess the most memorable would have been the fact that one of my groomsmen, God rest his soul, man, Kelvin, Big Biscuit, little boy. The man, his vest just wasn't working.
Oh
and
my gosh, y'all.
The disappointment when I walked into the room and he was just like, "Bro, what is this?" But his vest was too small, so we had to scratch the vest for him.
Small was an understatement.
We had to scratch the vest, and you would have never known until I just told y'all the secret. But so my boy Kelvin, he was a vest down, and he already had to pay because he was late. But You know, nevertheless, man, that guy just ceased to amaze me, man. Just goofy as could be. But that's probably the funniest, most memorable
That was
thing.
fun. We all died about that. Hilarious. Yes, you right there.
What would you change, if anything, about your wedding day or the overall experience?
Would you change anything about the wedding day?
What would I change from the wedding? The only thing I change is I feel like we kind of had a cocktail hour. It was really light refreshments. Anyways, we could have cut that out, and our times between the wedding and the reception, we could have broke that down a little bit because it did kind of rain. I wish I could change the rain, but it actually did stop, so it wasn't bad. It just turned a lot of people off from coming to the reception. So that's probably the only thing I really change is, I guess, the times between the events.
For me, it would probably be the RSVP list. We had an RSVP list for the cocktail hour and for the reception, and a lot of people didn't show up to either. Well, didn't show up for the cocktail hour, and then we had most of the people that RSVP'd for the reception show up. But it pretty much could have been open. Like, I don't even think it was the max amount of number of people at our wedding. So, had I known, that a lot of people aren't going to come, I would say I would do away with the RSVP list. Because I was like, a lot of people I wanted to spend the day with.
And yeah, man, that's a big thing, man. A lot of people's gonna say they're gonna come,
And they're not.
and they're not gonna come,
Which is okay.
which is okay. But just
Planning though, it sucks too.
know, planning around you people that didn't show up, it sucks, And 7 times out of 10, they're probably gonna give some bullcrap excuse, but you're forgiven. But just know I won't come to yours. No, I'm just kidding.
We're thankful though.
I'll come. Last question right here up front.
So, Mr. and Mrs. Gray, what are some commonly asked questions that you all have received after getting married?
The commonly asked question that I get a lot is,
Is how is married life maybe? Because I get that one a lot. Like, oh, how's married life treating you?
what's changed? That's it.
Or what's changed? And for me, honestly, I don't know how to answer those questions because, nothing legitly has changed but legal documents. But, so I don't be knowing how to answer it. It's the same. Nothing has changed.
Yeah, so straight up to answer that, what's changed? Nothing but the last name. That's what I tell you. That's the realest answer, man. When you marry your friend,
BFF.
when you marry your friend, everything seems to fly by, man. You're having fun. You have good times, you have bad times, but keep that in the house and keep moving forward, man. And anything can be worked out. It's for better or for worse till death do us part. So just knowing that, how has married life been? It's been great. I can't complain. I get to see it every day. And I don't get too sentimental and sensitive on this thing.
I also get asked, when are you all gonna have a baby? And for newlyweds and people getting married, you be asked that all the time, so be prepared. But honestly, we're not thinking about kids right now. If it happens, it happens. Whenever it's in God's timing. That's what I say.
True. That is a big one. So that's probably our top 2 questions. But to be honest, kids aren't on the agenda right now. And my answer to it is whenever you want to be a full-time nanny who may not get paid too much right now,
Babysitter.
because we're still on the rise. Whenever you want to babysit around the clock, hey man, you be our guest
Let
and
us know.
we'll pop one on out, you
The
know.
quickness.
But yeah, you know, if one was to come, we'll take care of the little booger. That's two, baby. Nah, man, it's just not on our agenda right now. But you know, if it was to happen that we were blessed with one, hey, we know to man up and woman up and take care of our responsibilities. So, you know, it's all in timing. That's the true answer. It's all in timing.
When the Lord sees fit.
When the Lord sees fit, true. Because, you know, we really have no say so. Well, I think that concludes this thing. We have to get out of here. We thank you guys for coming and asking those wonderful questions. To many more years to my beautiful wife. Hope y'all see us in some more things, and you know, we're signing autographs tomorrow. So if you contact us, you can get our autograph and yeah, man,
And a picture.
So with that being said, the Grays are out.